Good afternoon, Trains Nation. Welcome to another video episode of Trains Newswire. Today is January 6th, 2017.
It's a brand new year.
Yeah, and we're glad you could join us today. I'm Steve Sweeney.
Good morning, or good afternoon. I'm Jim Wrinn, whatever it may be.
Yes, whatever it may be. So anyway, Jim, it's a short week for us this week. We had one day off on Monday for New Year, and now we're into a 4-day week, but we still have some news out there. I think you counted up
News is popping everywhere. It's already up to 33 stories on Newswire. Go check them out. A lot of interesting stuff on there. Passenger train news, traffic news, steam locomotive news.
Oh, yes.
You know, railroads buying shippers, you know, you name it. It's all out there.
On Newswire, trainsmag.com/newswire. So, Jim, let's start off with a really happy thing, a steam thing that came our way just this morning.
Just this morning, Norfolk and Western 611's on the move. First move of the year, brand new year for a big steam locomotive on the main line. That locomotive's headed down to Spencer for annual maintenance before it begins its excursions in April and May.
And we've got an exclusive photo from Samuel Phillips, who lives down in that neck of the woods, and he got it to us this morning. It's on, which trestle is that?
It's down at Goodview, Virginia.
Okay.
Virginian's kind of hard to get. The old Virginian between Roanoke and Hertz, kind of hard to get to. But Samuel, he's
good like that.
He's good about that. He knows how to work his way back in there. But it's a really cool trestle. Go check the picture out. It's
check
really
that
good.
picture out. Some other news from this week. BNSF, a taconite mine that is served by BNSF is coming up online again. So we've got a full story from that this week from Steve Glashinsky, which is kind of cool. And a different story that you may not have expected. The city of Oxford, Ohio, and Miami University of Ohio are putting up $700,000 for a new Amtrak stop or for a new Cardinal stop with Amtrak.
Wow!
So
college students are great Amtrak users.
Oh, they love it.
Yeah, so obviously it's a great thing for the university and for Amtrak, and so good for them.
Yeah. So we're waiting to see what the response is. I guess there's more negotiations, but I look forward to this, and I hope that is more encouragement to get the Cardinal up to maybe a daily train. Wouldn't that be nice?
You have these hopes and dreams.
Yes,
don't
I
you?
do.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm a dreamer, Jim. You know me.
My goodness.
Also on Amtrak, Wick Moorman announced earlier this week that he is streamlining the organization. Now, we're paying very close attention to that. We're going into more detail on these stories, but he's taken 13 or 14 different executive offices reporting up to him, and he's streamlined it without cutting staff. He's got just 6 department heads reporting to him, which is rather interesting.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it. So we're watching that.
Good way to start the new year. Do a little bit of reorganization. You know,
reorganization.
Clean up the house.
That's right.
Get it all ready.
But not eliminate anyone. So it's not like a bloodbath or anything. Which we're, it's kind of good. We expected no less from Wick to do things just the gentlemanly way.
Yeah, and efficient.
Exactly. Jim, did you see the first freight train to go from China to London?
I saw that.
It's on its way now.
That's pretty crazy. And it takes how many days?
Well, they're thinking, it hasn't done it yet. It's on its way now. They're thinking it's going to take about 14 to 16 days. Traveling from, like if you're going from eastern China all the way, China, Kazakhstan, and you're going in, we got a brake gauge to go to 5-foot gauge. You go all the way across Russia, then you get to Poland, or I know you go Belarus, and then Poland, and then Germany, and then you got to go through the English Channel and the Channel to get to London.
That's a heck of a route.
Just to get socks and cheap underwear. I mean, come on.
Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, really. Can only imagine.
Yeah, but no, that's a really cool thing. And they have this. It's their 15th destination endpoint.
That's a long haul from
China to Europe.
That's a long haul.
It's pretty long. We've been kind of bantering back and forth. Me and Dave Lass, another associate editor at Trains, like, well, we should ask the Chinese if they would like to do a ride-along.
Really? Take along plenty of food.
Stick a caboose on the end and say, hey, let's just
tag along.
See what that's like.
Go along at the pace that they choose. I like that.
That'd be fun.
That'd
be fun. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'll give the consulate a try, and if they say yes, I'll
give them a call. I'm sure they're waiting.
Well, Jim, what other stories have gotten your interest so far this week?
Hey, there's a couple things that are going on this week, or they're coming up this weekend. Well, first, UP is out there fighting snow on Donner Pass.
Yes.
They haven't broken out the rotary plows yet. They won't do that unless it gets just crisis mode. But the Jordan spreaders are out, and that's an interesting thing. So we'll be watching that as the Sierras pick up some moisture, and thank God that California is getting any moisture whatsoever.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
So thank goodness for that. The other thing out west is the Winter Park Ski Train starts tomorrow. And Amtrak went and did a really nice wrap on it.
That's right.
And there's some really cool pictures on Newswire today. Go check that out, showing the wrap on the Superliner coaches and on one of the cab cars. So that was really cool. I liked that a lot. And then I mentioned earlier, UP bought out RailX, the produce shipper from Washington State to New York. They bought them out. They like their traffic. They want to keep that. And I think RailX is moving on to something else as far as shipping consumables.
Yes.
I think wine.
Wine.
Yes.
Yes.
That's their big thing now.
Yep.
So anyway, good for UP for sticking with that business. I
Absolutely.
think they run 4 unit trains a week, if I remember right.
That's pretty darn good.
That's a lot of good traffic. So good on them.
Good perishables.
And then you had a fantastic piece with Bill Stevens this week.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to mention that. Bill Stevens did a 2016 year in review on the big 6 Class 1 railroads and their traffic numbers. And his conclusion is NS won because it lost the least. NS had a little bit of an uptick in intermodal, while a lot of the other railroads, Union Pacific was the biggest loser, sorry to say. Canadian Pacific was down. So check that out on Newswire today. There's even a chart to go with it to sort of outline exactly what we're talking about.
Some really good analysis there. So yeah, that was an interesting analysis. And like you said, NS came in the best of the worst. Everybody was off. It was an off year for railroad traffic. So
a forgettable year.
A forgettable year.
Yeah.
We'll move on and go to the next one.
Yes. No, I agree. One other thing, there was a derailment this week on the Long Island Railroad. There was a train coming into a terminal, and it looks like it went over the bumper post, eerily similar to what happened in Hoboken earlier
on NJT.
Earlier in 2016. So that was kind of scary. Minor injuries only, but and no fatalities. But we're going to be watching that and hopefully update that today and then early next week as well. But that means I think it's time for trivia.
We should do it.
Yeah, we don't have
first trivia of the year.
First trivia of the year. We didn't have anything carrying over from year end. We want to make a clean break. So what we're going to do now is think about 611. 611 is going to have a lot of excursions this year, and the trivia has to do with those excursions. In the comment section below, name each of the destination points that 611 is going to have in its 2017 excursion season.
That's going to be a lot.
That's going to be a lot.
That's going to be a lot.
And it's a tough one. I'm sorry, guys, but we've given you some easy ones.
That's a tough one.
You're going
to have to go back and do your homework.
You're going to have to check Newswire this week, and you're going to have to check Newswire at the end of 2016 as well. We want to get all those destination points, no dupes, no duplicates, and you put your comment with all those destination points in the comment section below, and we will give you what we'll give someone this time.
Fabulous Chicago special issue that is hot off the press and will be available to you shortly on the newsstands.
Yes, but if you get it through us, you'll get it before all your friends will, and you can show it off and brag about it.
That'd be fun. It's a really good looking issue too.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Fabulous. Came in this week. So anyway, name all 611's endpoints for trivia. We'll announce a winner next week.
Good luck.
Good luck. And from everyone at Trains Magazine, have an excellent week.
Take care.
The drama of modern railroading is nowhere more apparent than in Chicago. Trains Magazine takes you along for an up-to-date look at the Windy City's railroad scene with its new 60-minute DVD and special issue, Chicago, America's Railroad Capital. You will see today's passenger and freight operations in urban landscapes and bright suburban locations, as well as a look at the development of the city's rail network. Both are available January 2017 at KalmbachHobbyStore.com.